happened in Lagos tonight, for whatever it is, it's absolutely unacceptable. It's uncalled for. It's absolutely unnecessary, and the government will make sure that it stops at nothing to find out what exactly has transpired. And whoever is responsible for this will have to feel the wrath of the law.
Why has President Buhari still not addressed Nigerian citizens over this issue? These protests have been going on for several weeks now. And as you heard in our report, Nigerians want to hear from their president. Why has this not happened?
Well, because I don't know precisely why there has not been a special national broadcast yet, but I think...
But you're the special assistant to the president.
The president had spoken he had spoken directly to the country about this issue on last week, where he mentioned that after the disbandment of the SARS unit, that this was the only first step for the extensive reform that was going to go on the police force. And he has made several statements through his spokespeople.
Yeah, but still, Nigerians, I think, want to hear from their president directly. Let me ask you about.
I think it's a valid. I think it's a valid request, and I think the president is going to accede to that at some point.
All right. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad, as you said, has been disbanded, but we've been here before. It's not the first time that this unit has been disbanded and then later reformed. This has happened, I think, 5 times now. Why should Nigerians trust the government now when it says it will enact reforms? I mean, surely you understand the skepticism of people.
Well, I think according to the Inspector General of Police, there was never a time that that SARS has been disbanded. It has always been said to have been reformed. This is the first time that not only the IGP of the police, but the president himself is saying that the unit has been disbanded. So as far as this government is concerned, I can assure you that the unit has been disbanded.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Ahmed, what this all is revealing, I think, is that the frustrations that Nigerian people are expressing today on the streets of Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, is that this is about far more than the crimes of a police unit. There are much deeper issues here. It's about corruption from, some of the people that we've been speaking to, a lack of public services also. How does the Nigerian government plan to address these issues?
Well, I think it's, like I said earlier, I think it's a valid request that there's a systemic issue, there's systemic problems in the polity. I think SARS was a platform, the end SARS was a platform for a lot of people that had different issues with institutional problems in this country. And validly so, there are so many institutions that have a lot of problems in this country. There are 2 public officers all over the world that should never ever be corrupt. Those are, as far as I'm concerned, police officers and judges. Whenever you have corruption in those 2 institutions, then the decaying of society begins. And so I think a lot of people have different issues why they are joining the platform to enter us. I think the government is trying all its best to see that there are reforms in every sector, from the civil service to the police, law enforcement, justice reform, and a lot of accountability reform.
But something needs to happen.
It's not an event, it's a process.
It's a process, as you say. This might take a long time, but in the meantime, something needs to happen in the immediate to quell this unrest and these tensions, because they're having an impact on the Nigerian economy, of course, and they're going now beyond Nigeria with supporting, countries like the US from the Nigerian diaspora and so on. So what does the government plan to do in the immediate to address the unrest?
I think the demands. I think not only the demands of the protesters. I think if you take the holistic look at all the demands that the protesters have made, valid demands, valid and very articulated demands. There are some that needs to be done immediately, and I think government on our own part, we need to show more commitment to deal with these issues. Those that are immediately needs to be dealt with immediately, like setting up of judicial panels of inquiries across all the states. I think some states have started setting them up. Those are the constitutional powers of state governments to do that. And I think Ogun State and Lagos State have started setting up those judicial panels. The members of those panels need to be mentioned. Young people need to be part of those panels. And then as we move on, there needs to be officers in the police force, or in this case of what happened tonight, if truly the army are involved, the army people should be brought out, named, and the prosecution process would have to begin. And all the immediate things that the government can do immediate effect, the government would have to show and demonstrate commitment to be able to do it immediately. Those who are medium term and long term, those are process events, and we should be giving the public a weekly or monthly update on what's going on. And we should have a committee set up for monitoring and evaluation to make sure that all the promises that government has made can be followed through and can be seen to be implemented as time goes on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed, for speaking to us. And thank you for your time. Ismail Ahmed is Senior Special Assistant to Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, joining us there from Abuja. Thank you for your time.
But while this man was lying through his teeth like a natural Nigerian politician, this was happening.
Us at first we said, okay, don't run, everybody kneel down, go on your knees and be waving your flag. We did that. They don't care, and I saw them they shoot. I sure say somebody don't die in my front, like in my front. Now why me get up, just escape there? I don't know how I got to where I am right now, but I just had to stand back and what and let you guys know, because some of them are online. I know they feel come aside, but you know what, you go stay online. But we go fire those of una go be safe. When I see the leaders, they can't read one or two things. Now go begin to say they try. Say that particular one they try. Go fire una, fire the leader join. Because right now they read different things online and offline. They are doing different things entirely. They're just out to kill people. Like, I go back there. No worry. For those of you saying that don't go there, be safe. Yeah, you too be safe. But this country has to be fixed. But in the process, lives are going to be lost. But we go fix this country. So guys, I'll see you at the battleground. I'm there.
Let the fucking nation and leaders see. Yes. We are not ending this. No. Die for Nigeria.
And even while running away for their lives, there was still no mercy.
Exactly, you know where I am now. They were shooting at us straight bullet like those soldiers. They were shooting at us in toll gates. Where I am, they were shooting at us straight bullet. See, if you know you have any contact of my family member, please just call. Guys, don't contact my mommy.
Which way, Nigeria?